Imagine this. It is 8:17 p.m. on a cold Tuesday evening. You are sitting in your living room with your family when suddenly every light in your house goes completely black. Nothing. No traffic lights outside. No hum from the refrigerator. No distant televisions. Only the sound of the wind. Just silence. You check your phone. No signal. You refresh the screen. Nothing. You try again. Still nothing. You look outside. The convenience store parking lot down the block is already full of panic. People are grabbing whatever they can carry. And for the first time, you realize you are completely on your own. What you do in the next 24 hours could determine whether your family stays calm or falls into chaos. By the end of this video, you will know the exact step-by-step 24-hour blackout plan every family should have, from the first 5 minutes to the morning after. When a total blackout strikes, your brain's immediate instinct is to rush around, check for cell service, or drive out to the nearest gas station. Stop. In the first 5 minutes of a power failure, your greatest enemy is not the dark. It is panic. Step 1. Freeze. Take a deep breath and gather your family into one single room. In the dark, family members searching for each other in different rooms leads to trips, falls, and immediate fear. Bringing everyone into the living room anchors your family's emotional state. Step 2. Secure your light, but put down the matches. Most people's first impulse is to light candles. But emergency management agencies agree. Navigating a dark house with open flames in a moment of confusion is the leading cause of house fires during power outages. Use a reliable LED headlamp or battery-powered lantern kept in a known, dedicated spot. Step 3. Tap water. Most people believe water keeps flowing because the pipes are full. They are wrong. In many municipalities, the pressure holding that water inside the pipes depends on electric pumps. Once those stop, every minute matters. Filling clean containers and your bathtub during the first 10 minutes gives your family a safer reserve if service becomes unreliable. You have secured your family in one room and saved your water. But what happens when your phone reaches 5% battery? Now that your family is gathered and your primary light is on, the first hour is about protecting your resources. First, your refrigerator and freezer. Official safety guidelines are clear. An unopened refrigerator will keep food safely cold for about 4 hours. A full unopened freezer holds its freezing temperature for roughly 48 hours. Every time you open that door to check on your food, warm air rushes in and cold air escapes. Keep those doors shut tightly. Second, protect your home electronics. Unplug major televisions, computers, and appliances from wall outlets. When grid power is eventually restored, sudden voltage spikes can damage delicate electronics. Leave one single light switch turned on in the hallway so you will instantly know when stable power returns. Third, communication. Turn off cellular data on your phones to conserve battery life. Turn on a small battery-powered AM radio. At night, AM radio signals often travel much farther than most people realize, making them one of the most reliable ways to receive emergency broadcasts during a prolonged outage. Most people think flashlights are the most important item during a blackout. They are wrong. I will tell you what actually matters. In just a moment, imagine this. Your neighbor laughs across the fence. Relax, the power will be back in an hour. 12 hours later, his freezer is ruined. His phone is dead. His family is drinking untreated water. The difference wasn't luck. It was preparation. Your home is protected and your resources are secure. But night is falling fast outside. How do you keep your family warm and safe until morning? As night settles in, the atmosphere outside changes. The neighborhood is completely silent and dark. The first night is about security, comfort, and rest. First, light discipline. Keep your indoor lighting dim and away from windows. You do not want your home glowing like a beacon in an otherwise dark neighborhood. Second, the warm room. In winter, pick one smaller room, ideally a carpeted room with interior walls, to serve as your family's sanctuary. Close the doors to unused bedrooms. Hang heavy blankets over doorways and windows. Your body heat naturally warms a small, insulated space, keeping your family comfortable without fuel. Third, ambient glow. Point LED lanterns upward against white ceilings or walls. This creates a soft, diffused light rather than harsh glare, keeping young children calm and relaxed. Fourth, shift sleep. If you live in an area where security is a concern, consider having adults take turns sleeping in 4-hour shifts. Knowing someone is alert and watching over the house gives the rest of the family deep, restorative sleep. Your home is quiet and your family is asleep. But what do you do when the sun comes up and the grid is still dark? Morning comes. The grid is still down. The sun rises over a city without traffic, without open stores, and without power. First, inventory and food safety. Eat perishable items from the refrigerator first before touching your shelf-stable canned goods. Cook on an outdoor camp stove or grill strictly outside the house. Never operate a stove or charcoal grill inside a home or garage. Carbon monoxide is an invisible, odorless killer that builds up rapidly in closed spaces. Second, water safety. If tap water is still running, bring it to a rolling boil for at least 1 full minute before drinking, as water treatment plants may have lost filtration during the outage. Third, check your block, walk your perimeter, connect with immediate neighbors you trust. Checking on elderly neighbors and sharing information creates a strong local defense network. A neighborhood that communicates together stays safe together. Again, the difference wasn't luck, it was preparation. The lights will come back, sooner or later. But the question is, will your family be ready when they don't? Having a simple, clear, 24-hour plan means that when the lights go out, your family doesn't experience terror. They experience calm, quiet leadership. The difference between panic and survival is preparation. If you want practical guides that help you stay calm when everyone else panics, subscribe. Because the next emergency won't send you a warning. Stay safe, stay calm, and take care of your family.